kind of funny, as I talk more and more about the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 6, I'm finding that the OnePlus Open is coming up in my head, in my thoughts, in these conversations a whole lot, maybe more than I was expecting it to, and that's kind of extra surprising because rumor is there is no OnePlus Open 2 coming in the year of 2024. We should just be getting the Z Fold 6, which is a great phone. I've got my first impressions up on the channel already, and there will be a full review posted, I would say, in the next handful of days. And then, of course, the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold or the Pixel Fold 2, whichever you, however you want to describe this thing. It's just going to be those two for the year of 2024. Even still, the OnePlus Open comes up often because it's competing with these newer foldable devices, and I think competing quite well against devices like the Z Fold 6. Today, though, we do have a little bit of news about the OnePlus Open 2, I think. We've posted this over here on Threads, and what I've done is I've grabbed this post from Digital Chat Station on Weibo. That is a Chinese social media platform, and they do tend to leak accurate information about these Chinese devices all the time. And so first thing I need to say is this was translated from Chinese, and there are going to likely be some things lost in translation. We're going to have to do some interpretation here, but I think what he's getting at is potentially really, really interesting. So the first thing they say, Huawei's three-fold Kirin 9 series platform, dual hinge, and various new technologies. So he's basically saying, pay attention, Huawei is launching a three-fold. I guess it really would be two folds, right? So dual hinge, folding twice, but three sections is maybe how you would kind of describe that. So Huawei's about to launch something that's going to be really, really, really interesting. But then the next thing they say, the blue-green iterative large folding as early as Q1 next year, Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 platform, very versatile and thin. The current battery setting is 6K level. So again, lots of this is getting kind of scrambled in translation, but I think we can kind of navigate through this a little bit. So the first thing, the blue-green iterative large folding. What on earth does that mean? And how am I tying this to the OnePlus Open? I've done some Googling, and this is the best I can do. I'm seeing other people out there, other journalists saying, yes, this is referring to Oppo, and this is why I think this is referring to Oppo. Let's look at Oppo's logo. It kind of has a blue-green look to it, and this is kind of what Digital Chat Station likes to do with some of these things. They don't just sometimes straight up say Oppo. They'll kind of give you something that people in China, people that are familiar with him, they probably know what he's talking about. But when we're translating it, we're like, blue, green, what does that mean? Well, evidently, blue, green, this is what we're talking about. The other part, though, large folding. Well, it is a large folding phone, so maybe that's what they're meaning. It's large. It's larger than the Z Fold 6. Maybe that's what they're kind of getting at. As early as Q1 next year, so that would be our sort of launch window, early next year. If I'm not mistaken, the original OnePlus Open was late in the year, maybe October, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe it's only being delayed by a handful of months. Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, that is great. Versatile and thin. Of course, it is a thin device, but this next part really makes the thin device thing particularly interesting to me. The current battery setting is 6K level. Is DCS saying the OnePlus Open 2 might have a 6,000 milliamp hour battery? If they are, and if that happens, wow, 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 that will be absolutely unbelievable. The current device, very, very thin, okay? So we're looking at about 5.8 millimeters. It is 239 grams, which is quite lightweight for a device like this. 4,800 milliamp hour battery. If they're able to jump that up all the way to 6,000 without making this thing weigh a ton, you know, we're not going to jump up to like Pixel Fold territory in terms of weight, and they can maintain something like a 67 watt charger, that would be unbelievable. Although it does make me wonder, will they be able to fit a wireless charger into something when they're packing in so much more battery? There's only so much physical space, and you need physical space not just to fit things in there, but also for heat dissipation, right? When you're this thin, it kind of gets more difficult to dissipate that heat, and that might also be another reason why they did skimp on that wireless charger. Obviously, this is still just a rumor, but If it ends up being true, I think we have to kind of tip our hats to OnePlus for once again being one of the handful of OEMs who continue to swing really hard when it comes to these foldable devices. Does it have a massive camera bump? Yes, it does, but that is because they packed in camera hardware that is far superior to what Samsung or to what Google is using in their foldable phones. If they continue to do these sorts of things, let's put a gigantic battery in there as well. We're already among the biggest batteries in foldable phones you can purchase directly in North America. Let's go ahead and be far and away the largest battery. I say go for it. I love it. I love seeing these companies just be aggressive and try and do innovative things and try and do extreme things. It's fantastic. It is the exact opposite, if I can speak so boldly, of what Samsung is doing. Again, it is just a rumor, but hopefully it's a rumor that ends up being true and that they have figured out how to do this, because I want the OnePlus Open 2 to be even better than the OnePlus Open 1, which is already perhaps the best foldable you can purchase still in North America. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.